Well, thank you to our fans. I thought it was a great crowd, great spirit. I know it's been a long season of some great moments, some bad moments, a lot of obstacles thrown in front of them, but very, very appreciative. Anytime we can play in front of our great fans in the pit, it's great. We, in the first half, weren't hitting shots, and I thought they were good looks, and we got frustrated. And we regrouped, and in the second half, we understood we have them in foul trouble. We have to win this at the foul line. So it was a great win. I thought our discipline in the second half was terrific. And it sounds boring, but making free throws were huge. Mash made some big ones, and House made some big ones. And Jay had obviously a big tip dunk at the end of the game. So doubled our win total from last year. We're excited about that. We're excited about getting a win in conference, sweeping an opponent. And now we just keep moving forward.
I know you talked about the missing of the shots in the first half, but again, you knew it wasn't going to be exactly like the first time you played them, but 0 points from House probably had some people on edge a little bit. You know, if he wasn't going to come back, you said the other day, you need him to come back. And then he had 16 in the second half. Anything you tell him at halftime?
We got on him. I mean, I thought House and Jay were very frustrated with their offense. And they, it's okay to be hard on yourself, but you have to find a way to mentally move on and just find a way to help the team win. House bounced back in a big way, got to the rim, made free throws. But I've said it a million times, going to be very hard for us to win if House doesn't play well. And it's just kind of where the roster is at right now. But to his credit, made a big three, and it's underrated, but and I'm going to jinx him, but he's been on a roll free throw shooting wise. That's been impressive to see.
When you think about the game that Jamal Mashburn had and the ones that he's had before this, really all season long, how clutch is it to kind of have a player like that who can put up 24 in a game like this when, maybe other players aren't delivering that much and then hitting those free throws at the end?
Yeah, I mean, those two guys, we've seen so many games be lost just by a missed free throw and all of a sudden a three. And to be, and that's where experience comes in. To Mash's credit, he has been a little bit off from the foul line as of late, and he's one of the more mentally tough, disciplined kids out there, and he has a belief in himself because he works hard. So those free throws were huge. We have a really good 1-2 punch when they're good. We just got to work on them being as consistent as possible, and then continue to develop the roster.
Coach, talking about the importance of House, certainly in the second half, guys were engaged, the ball was moving. I mean, and certainly so when he's scoring, it helps you guys. But once that forward momentum gets going, how much does that help the rest of the team as well? Yeah, we talked a lot about you guys got to fuel each other, and it's hard. I mean, we're not a winning program yet. We're still all trying to figure out our spot on the team. We're trying to figure out where we belong. So many new guys. We haven't won in a while just in this program. And as we continue to build it, and when you walk into the arena and you're about winning, so many great things can happen. It's not that I don't think they're selfish and I don't think they want to win. It's just we all get trapped in our own little world. With House, when he's rolling, it's hard to stop him. Even that left-handed layup he missed, it was a great move, and he was going. So we need him to be confident. We need him to attack. We need him to be intelligent, because as we've seen it at times, when those two guys are good, it's fun to watch.
Jay had a career high 12 rebounds. If he can keep doing that, how big could that be for you guys throughout the rest of it?
Yeah, and I was hard on him. I was frustrated with him in the first half. Very frustrated with him. I didn't love the body language. I didn't love the effort. And I was, quite frankly, ready to not play him in the second half. And we had a good talk. He owned it, and which is very, very important. And he brought great energy in the second half. I said, I'm going to give you one more chance. But if I see that walking around, we're not dealing with that here. And to his credit, he responded great. And he made some big plays, some big shot blocks, some big rebounds. He's a very talented kid. He just has to continue to grow and mature.
This late in the season, are you still figuring out how to talk to these guys when you can see the frustration, how to, get through to them?
Yeah, well, it could take years. I mean, it's the reality of it. That's why you don't go from 6 wins to 25 wins. You don't flip this thing as fast as any of us want it to be. You have to stay the course. You have a decision to make as a coach. Do I get a million transfers and do this over and over and over and over again? I don't think that's what our program needs right now. Do I think that we can take some valuable transfers? Absolutely. Mash and House are valuable transfers. But the bottom line is we have to build a foundation first, that guys understand how to compete at the highest level, understand that the games are not going to go the way they want them to go, and that's okay.
Rich, granted, Air Force is young and they're struggling this season, but the offense they run can really make teams look bad. And coming off the Utah State game where they were able to move the ball so well and get so many open shots, you have to be really pleased with the way you guys were able to lock them down defensively.
Yeah, I mean, they're hard to guard for sure. We turned them over 13 times, which is rare. They're deliberate. They play a lot of teams like this. I thought the first game we played them, I was stunned at the way that it went, the type of game it was. This is more what you're going to get when you're playing an Air Force team. They're young. We are also very, very young. We're two of the most inexperienced teams in the conference. I think San Jose might be third, and look at where we sit in the conference. It's just the reality of it. But anytime we can go get a win in conference, I'm proud of our guys. They understood that Air Force was in the double bonus. They stopped shooting threes. That's a little thing, but that's playing the game the right way.
And just the learning experience from playing that type of team as compared to the normal.
And we'll learn from it even more because you have to change your defensive principles when you play Air Force. Something that you do versus Fresno, you're not going to do versus Air Force. Air Force is a totally different prep than Utah State and so on. As we learn from it, get older we're not helping on that because we're playing Air Force, but we are going to help on that when we play Fresno. So it's a great learning experience. The more you play them, it's because it's very unique.
George, earlier this week, you just basically said your team was just mentally and physically exhausted. The game again, in 2 days. Kind of what's the plan for that in terms of rest and practice?
Yeah, I mean, we got a flight tomorrow out to Fresno, so we will give them some rest, watch a lot of film, and see if I think more not even the physical part of it. We just looked mentally toast. That was 2 games on the road versus 1, so hopefully we get rejuvenated this time of year because this time of year can be great and it can be really hard. When you're not in the hunt for that NCAA tournament berth, it can be challenging with young guys, but you got to keep it in perspective. It's a great opportunity to play the game that you love with your friends. As we all know, college is the best time of your life, so enjoy it. But get some rest today and see how we can respond on Monday.
So you've kind of touched on the shooting in the first half, a lot of jump shots that were open looks but not making them. But I want to kind of revisit the first 3 minutes of the second half. You guys score all 10 of your points by either getting fouled or hitting buckets at the rim. And KJ drew 2 of those fouls. Mashburn drew 3 of those fouls. So I imagine, though, at halftime, were they told not to shoot a 3?
No. House hit a big 3, right, in the second half. Mm-hmm. You have to have a maturity to – obviously, we don't have a great low-post threat. I think Sebastian's getting better. I think Jay's even getting a little bit better down there. But we're a guard-heavy team right now. But you have to be able to move them and then drive them. And so it was certainly an emphasis to, guys, shots not falling. It's okay. There's other ways to score, whether getting to the rim, whether getting to the foul line. And I think they, as they were getting more and more foul trouble, our guys understood that. But it was certainly a point of emphasis at halftime.
And
Obviously.
I was going to say, you can't really do that the exact same way at Fresno with a shot blocker like Orlando Robinson, but I imagine attacking the rim is what you guys generally want to do anyway against anybody, right?
We've had moments like in the beginning of the year, we're one of the best teams in the country getting the foul line. I think we learned a lot. Utah State, an older group, the way they move the ball, similar offensive stuff to what we're doing, but we got it kind of reversed, and instead of House holding it, he threw it down to the corner, KJ drove. So multiple passes within the flow of the offense. But yeah, Fresno's big. different than this team, hard to score on. We had our chances at our place. We didn't make shots, crucial shots, when we cut it close. So yeah, I mean, but we have to do a better job of not being such a jump shot happy team.
Obviously, the way Air Force play, they'll limit your assists, but you guys had more turnovers than assists. And I know you've been talking about the importance of passing the ball and moving the ball. So how do you address that in the last couple of games?
I don't think Air Force, the way that they play, I think you have to take them off the bounce. We did it the first game, and I just think it is what it is with the matchup zone. You got to move them, then you got to drive them. So this game, I didn't see a lack of ball movement, but when you get 25 points from the foul line, you're not going to get assists on those. So the number is probably not a great indicator of how we were offensively. I thought we were plenty good enough offensively.
It got a little. It certainly wasn't like the last game with Air Force, and you guys kind of knew that, but got a little dicey there at the end, and you guys pulled through. What was the mood and what was said kind of in some of those huddles the last 5 minutes or so of that game?
Just keep fighting. You know, even adversity hit us, just keep going. We knew we could win that game. We pulled through for the second half. So we just keep fighting each other, giving each other energy, and we pulled through with the W.
You guys early in the game, and especially the first 3 minutes of the second half, you guys just kept attacking the rim, and you guys were drawing fouls like crazy, and kind of got away from it. I know that's partly what they do because they start collapsing, they clog the lane, so you guys can't drive. But you guys kind of got away from it a little more than you should have, I would think. Did you guys talk about that, about getting back to attacking the rim?
Yeah. Even coach was saying that just keep attacking. You know, they play a good defense, a zone matchup. It was a good defense, but coach said just move the ball, spread them out, and just keep attacking. You know, we got fouls there. We got to the free throw line, so I think we did a good job moving the ball today and kept attacking them.
Saquon, where are you guys at defensively? How much better was the defense today?
I think we got better. Definitely second half. First half was a little shaky, but second half we definitely got better. We pulled together. We was helping each other. Jay came up with big blocks down the stretch, so I think we're improving for sure.
Where's the energy coming from?
The energy is coming from the bench and the ball. So, you know, every time you touch the ball, you get more energy. The bench is hyping us up. The coach is hyping us up. So we all giving each other energy.
Saquon, after the last week, coaches kind of said that you guys were tired. Just put it bluntly. Like, how did you feel today? And with a game, again in 2 days, how you guys feeling? Mentally and physically.
Yeah, that was a tough stretch for us on away games. I think we pulled together today. We knew we could get this W. I think we played great second half. We played defense. We played together. We played low ball basketball, so we came out with a W.
Talking about the ball, the energy builds from passing it and everyone touching the ball. You guys did only have 7 assists.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I know part of what they do is take away assists and stuff like that, but you guys need more than 7 assists in a game, I would think, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Probably, I don't know if you guys have a magic number or not, but that's probably not it, right?
Nah, yeah, that's not it. I think it was more like us passing and moving around than like just attacking. So it'll take a couple dribbles to get to the basket, so you're not gonna be an assist. So I think we was moving the ball pretty well in that second half. I think we definitely did good that second half.
How does getting a win against a team like Air Force today kind of set you up for the last 2 regular season games?
I think any other win would be good for us. Every win is good. It's gonna give us momentum to go into Fresno, even to come back for UNLV. So we just taking pride in this W. Happy, gonna look over film tomorrow and get ready for them.
You're a senior. You only got one more home game left in the pit. Have those emotions kind of set in for you yet?
Yeah, it definitely did. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. Got one more game. The fans was with me through the 2 years I was here, and I'm gonna enjoy it. It's tough times right now, especially what's going on in the world with the war and stuff. So, I'm gonna take advantage of this. Be happy for this. Seeing night coming, and I'm gonna just get ready and prepare for that.
You 100% on that, on leaving and not doing the COVID year?
Not 100%. Not 100%. Me and Coach Pitino still talk about that, so I can't really, spill the beans yet. But so we still thinking about that.
Jay?
How's your hand? Just all scraped up there a little bit.
My hand's good.
Good?
Yeah.
Did something happen?
I'm good.
Yeah, you guys seemed like a whole lot better offensively when you guys were attacking the rim and not just kind of sitting on the outside and putting up threes. I know some of those threes were open shots. It's hard to pass those up, but when you guys are attacking the rim, is that sort of what the message was today, is just keep attacking that rim?
I mean, we just weren't making shots, so we talked about it at halftime that we were making shots and we need to get to the basket. So I think that's what we all decided to do. And the guards penetrated pretty easily last game. They did the same thing this game. So got the bigs involved and then drive, kick out shots, stuff like that.
Jalen, the play, about a minute left. I think it was Jamal who missed the layup, and you guys were just trying to just let those guys drive, and he missed it, and you had to follow slam. You guys were only up by 2 right then. Kind of describe the play and how big that ended up being for you guys.
All of us are capable of making plays like that, so I don't think it was anything special. But
It was special. You were up 2 and just missed. You guys needed a play right there, and you made it.
Just crashing the glass. I think that was a focal point for Coach B. I mean, he was telling me to crash the glass all game. So, I mean, I crashed the glass when, how much did Jamal have? He had 24. So, he had a good game. So, he sucked in the defense, and I just got a wide open lane and grabbed the offensive rebound and dunked it.
Jay, more on the crashing of the glass. How much more is that on you the rest of the regular season and the conference tournament to get some more wins?
I haven't been crashing the glass. I think they keep stats and everything. Every other game they say like 30% of the time I crash and everything. So I'm trying to get it up to maybe 60, 70. So, obviously it's effective. So that will just be in my head after each game.
How much is it feels like your role on the team throughout the season has evolved in certain ways, whether because guys are out and they're asking you different things. How have you been handling that? It's like week by week they're asking you to do something different.
Just adjusting and, knowing what's best for the team. We're obviously shorthanded, so, I mean, there's not much of anything I could say about it. So I'm just going to have to go out there, do what I do, and, do it to the best of my ability.
Coming off of this win, heading into the final 2 of the regular season, where do you think your guys' mindset is? Like, do you think you've kind of recovered from that road trip heading into these next 2?
Obviously, there's things to work on. We're a young team and everything, so I'm sorry, that question slipped my brain. Could you
You're good.
ask
Just
it again?
what's the mindset heading into the final 2?
Just play hard and be scrappy and be a gritty team. I mean, I think that's our identity, so we can play with anybody in the league as long as we're focused and we're playing hard and our energy's up on the bench, on the court, so I think that's just our mindset.